Pisces, hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here, for tuning in. I'm Valencia with Val 333 Tarot and with Spirit, and we're just going to jump right in here, Pisces, and see what does Spirit want to tell you the most today in regards to your current situation of who you're dealing with. What are their true thoughts and feelings and intentions towards you? All right. Now, keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. But for more readings after this, please go ahead and check out my husband's tarot channel at Possess777. Thank you. Huh. Oh. Ah. What on earth? Oh, weird. Hold on, let me check something here, Pisces. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, Pisces, with who this is definitely someone that you are best friends with or married to or in a relationship with, engaged, you know what I mean? Let me look at this one more time because I'm like, what on earth? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, friendship, marriage, engagement, birth announcement, whatever it is here, you're married to them, they're showing that a relationship with you, friendship, maybe business partner. Okay. But either or of those things. So I was just like, what the hell happened? What is going on over there? What are they freaking out about? You know what I mean? Like there's a lot going on. Okay, so they start out with something here of like material success and achieving goals and dreams and all sorts of things here. There's something here about ideas, creativities, opportunities, definitely achieving something here, okay? Like really like doing well with something and after that it's like achieving goals completely, like full-blown contentment, happiness and success. Them being in the energy of, maybe spending time with you, of course, right? Like family gathering, loving energy, whatever it is here. Very content and set and secure, okay? And that's where they're more it's more so showing like career path, profitable skills, something here about diving deeper into studies or studying something of like their talents, their hobbies, their skills, workplace kind of stuff here. Okay, a new skill, a craft, whatever it is. And then this is where it's like very quickly here barriers break free. Okay. You know what's interesting though? Like, I don't know, intuitively, I almost want to say like this is going to be like you and your person, or this is someone outside of you and your person kind of freaking out. Does that make sense? Hmm. Let me pull cards for the advice for Crosswatcher and for you, and then I'll know. Yes, Mage. What do you want, buddy? It's okay. Everything's fine. Just relax. What, Mage? You already ate. I don't know what you want. What are you trying to warn me? Trying to warn me of something? I think you are. Okay. Just relax. It's going to be all right. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Weird. Okay, Pisces. Back to the whoever whatever's going on here, because I actually I'm like I don't fucking know. It's kind of weird. It's like this could be anyone really. So let's go back to what was going on here. I'll tell you guys the advice afterwards, obviously. But this is very interesting. Interesting. Okay, because I'm kind of like, what on earth? No, because their advice is like, okay, sorry, Pisces. Let me just keep going here. So anyway, so the profitable skills, like their career path and all that. Now, this is where barriers break free. There's a sense of urgency. They're moving very quickly here. Okay, maybe traveling, relocating, whatever it is. And then this is what's interesting. This is where they're in this energy of like learning a. They're learning a harsh lesson. They're like definitely facing something here. They're learning a lesson more so about manipulation. The thing is, are they trying to manipulate you, or is it just they themselves as well manipulate themselves? Or are they trying to get something to go their way through manipulation? So they're learning a lesson that they have avoided. Okay. Excuse me. This is where actually there's like difficulties in competition and like they're feeling challenged. Okay. There's adversaries all around them. They're having to really fight and stand their ground in something that's important to them, but it's like competitive. And then it goes straight to you know, grasping at money, having an unhealthy relationship with money and finances, and just taking what's not theirs and being greedy. And then it's surrounding, spiritual, religious contracts, any other kind of different contracts, having to abide by the laws, the physical rules, or they're going to suffer the consequences of whatever the hell's going on there. Okay. And this is where I see here that, you know, it could also be about them being a spiritual teacher or them going to a spiritual teacher to kind of figure something out. Okay, but there's something here about like they're facing karmic issues and they're having to really make a decision, like be committed or don't, you know what I mean? And it's surrounding success in business matters, their career path, and what they're having to do with whatever that may be here. Okay, and that is where they're having once again to, I feel like it is ideal they do well, but this is where they're having to move very quickly yet again, like sudden changes, fast-paced movement in order to, and they're moving forward, but it's also in an energy where they're having to do it where hopefully like it goes in their favor. This is where there's this moment of like, okay, fun, good times, like something worth celebrating, celebratory energy. So congratulations if you're pregnant, they're pregnant, someone's pregnant, maybe, but there's something here about like a fun, exciting energy, like they're celebrating something, they're having a good time, spending time with friends, loved ones, maybe you. And this is where it's surrounding unexpected blessings, like goddess influence, and like um really maybe something ideal going on when it comes to their business or whatever, or someone out there's a feminine or around them, in a sense here. Now this is where changes happen. Okay, but it's in an energy where whatever changes are of their fate, it's definitely, it could be go good or bad. It looks like unfortunately for them progress has stopped immediately about something because they're invested in bad investments. There's something here about or bankruptcy, or it's progress has completely stopped. Okay, um of some sort here. And this is where I see that at the same time they could be investing their time, money, energy, and efforts on all the wrong things. Now that's where I see that there's gains and losses, and so they're having to be, they're still choosing to be persistent and consistent with something, but there's gains and losses here. Okay, with the situation in terms of finances, whatever's going on in life here at this time. Okay, and this is where they just kind of like pause and take a break and have to like recover and rest after a lot that's that they're going through here, and really kind of rethink some things. Now, this is where they're experiencing doing what they love, doing something for them that they love, or experiencing new love, either with you, a journey, maybe a person, I don't know. And then but it's surrounding once again property, business, real estate, success in business matters, like what they have created, having it all here, whether it's with you or not. But the thing is right after that, that's where they're showing the relationship, friendship, marriage, okay, partnership of some sort here, okay. Now at the end here, unfortunately, Pisces, this is where they just fucking loot. Like they're really going through it, unfortunately. Really, really, really going through it. Okay. And for some reason, I don't know why. There's sadness, loss, depression, stress, like so much hell that they're going through, unfortunately. Okay. So let's go ahead. And with the advice, I'm kind of like, part of me wants to like, the advice is very interesting. Let me actually pull advice from the, instead of separate decks. Let me actually just see what comes out with the other deck here. Okay, so first we'll do advice for, because basically, I mean, like long story short, like with the advice that came out with the other decks that I have here for Cross Watcher, it basically is like quit losing your temper and quit being delusional and like confused and like figure it out and study and do the work and do the research to figure out what you got to do. For you Pisces, it was very interesting. It was like just keep being friendly, keep being loving, keep being giving, and keep making your money. Like it was very like what? So, okay, hold on. So advice for Cross Watcher. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the advice for Cross Watcher, your advice. Let me just because it's kind of painful looking. Hold on. Okay. So Cross Watcher, here's your advice. So you're definitely going through emotional upheavals and ups and downs here. Arguments and emotional upheavals will dominate this period of your life. This is a deep sense of loss and betrayal caused by someone close to you. So I don't know, okay, so there's that, right? And then after that, it's so I don't know if you're trying to betray Pisces or you feel betrayed by Pisces, either or here, Crosswatcher, I don't know. But negative events, you may be hurt from seeing through an illusion. This is a period when you tend to dwell only on negative events or happenings. This card foretells the possibility of divorce or the breakup of a marriage or a friendship. You might need to fight against a feeling of depression. But then the card after that here is new skills, new opportunities. Okay. Take time to learn new skills, use your knowledge to create new opportunities. Karma brings good things your way. You will reap the benefits of your past work. Okay. So it's kind of like, which is interesting, not to be a smartass, but spirits being a smartass, it was the same thing. It was like, why are you being delulu? Quit. Don't lose your shit. Don't lose your temper, Cross Watcher, and just study, research, figure it out, and you will have all your answers of what you need to know. So I guess I could have just used the classic Rider Waite for advice, but I guess the other deck I have here, they said the same thing. So cool. Well, let me know. I don't really need to use 3 different decks then. Okay, so basically here, Cross Watcher, it's unfortunately, like I said, I don't know if you're betraying Pisces or you feel betrayed by Pisces or you're just going through your own hell, unfortunately. But it may all just be through illusions and really everything might be fine, but you just are going through, your emotional ups and downs. But at this point, whether it's working on this and learning new skills to work on something better with Pisces towards Pisces or just for your own personal journey, it's basically like do the work, do the research, study, dive deeper, work hard. That's why you are feeling the way you're feeling, whether this is about Pisces or not. It's like you're going to have to do something. You'll feel so much better. Okay. Because that is a lot of hell to go through right now, emotional hell for you. Pisces, your advice of what to do here. okay, is there is a lot of emotional ups and downs that you are going through, and either you or a loving, caring masculine is around, okay? But there's a lot of emotional events. You may be traveling, relocating too, but there's something here of like there's emotional ups and downs because you are definitely in the middle of facing like karmic issues and having to renew them, okay? So let me just to be neutral and fair here since I read for what came out. Okay, so this card represents a loving and caring masculine influence. There's a possibility of a journey across water. You may experience an episode of emotional up and downs. Okay, Pisces, with renewal and karmic issues. Something or someone out of the past comes back into your life with influences you may or may not like. Handle karmic relationships or issues correctly or pay the price. This card may point to a change of home or job. You are attracted to a new line of spiritual or magical study. You will face an unpleasant but necessary decision. But then, Pisces, I see for you, it goes to daydreams and responsibility, which is you spend too much time daydreaming and not enough time taking action. Too many projects are going at once, and not enough is done at not enough is done on any one. You refuse to look at reality. So you're having to be more practical and realistic and really figure something out and face whatever you have to face, unfortunately, Pisces. And whether this is, about Crosswatcher or not. And then Crosswatcher, you're having to actually like be more practical and do the work. I kind of feel like the advice is very individual based versus like working on this together with each other, but either or, only you guys know. All right. So, yeah, Pisces, it looks like the advice is just like you're going through emotional ups and downs because you're facing karmic issues at this time. Like, as in, like, okay, is this whatever this is with Crosswatcher? Is this really it for you? If it is, choose it and go and move on. If it's not, then it's like, don't, move forward in a different direction or like, whatever it is with your personal life, a journey, a business, whatever it may be. And so, yeah. You got too much going on. You're being, which is fine. You're being a typical flighty, floaty Pisces and having all these different things, but you're going to have to kind of choose one and figure something out here. Okay. Whether it's about Crosswatcher or not. And Crosswatcher, that is a lot of emotional hell to go through. It will get better if you just work on something. Okay. So I hope that this helped you both. Thank you. Bye.